Hello and welcome to the APS Tax August 2019 release update video. This video contains a brief overview of the enhancements made for our August 2019 release. Further details, including screenshots from this video, can be found in the release notes, which are available either from the Help menu tax folder or in the release documentation itself. Please ensure that you have installed the latest release and run the associated version control file to take advantage of these new features. First of all, Family Group Summary. Additional enhancements have been made to the Family Group Summary page. It is now possible to hide individual members of the family or tax group from the view. This means that when printing the report, they are also not shown, enable the tax administrator to hide members who, for example, have a nil return or do not need to be included in the report for any reason. To hide a member, right-click and choose Hide Member. They will then disappear from view. To show them again, click the Show All Members button above the grid. Note that this button is displayed in red when one or more members are hidden. This functionality replaces the Show Zero Returns button in previous versions. Now, all returns are shown by default unless members are specifically hidden, as in the example I've just shown you. We have also made changes to the way that the report is displayed by removing the return status and return type from report headings for each member. We have also made some improvements around the ledger display. These changes apply to all ledger pages, including Tax Console, Compliance Admin and 901 Ledger View. We have added an additional column to all ledger pages to reflect any 901 amounts that have been created. This allows the administrator to easily know if a 901 has been produced and what amount was used in the letter email. Grey text indicates an approved 901 exists. Orange text indicates approved but not processed 901s exist, and red text indicates processed 901 exists. We've also added the Notes icon to the Ledger toolbar. This is exactly the same as the Notes screen accessible currently from the IR 901 and Ledger Balances views. Any notes added here will be visible in the other screens as it's actually opening the same page. The notes as before are per client per tax year. The audit trail, accessible from the IR 901 and Ledger Balances, also records all notes added and edited, including when added from the Ledger page. Ledger Terminal Tax Calculation change. We have updated the calculation of terminal tax within the ledger to make it more accurate. It is now calculated as RIT minus any provisional instalments. Previously, a moment-in-time calculation of RIT less all payments or offsets at that time was used. The column header in Tax Manager has also been updated to more accurately reflect values now displayed as being the latest due amount. The ledger page functionality has also been enhanced by the addition of the FAM ledger. The FAM ledger is now enabled to handle matching of IRD transactions relating to working family tax credit payments. Previously, these transactions would have been inserted into the Inc ledger if required and would have been displayed under Sundry Debits and Credits as FS ADG. To view this in the ledger, the tax type selection needs to have FAM ticked. The amount calculated by the Working Family Tax Credit worksheet is shown in the FAM ledger as FA due. Family assistance due once the return has been synchronised. As IRD transactions come in, they will also appear here, giving the ability to match the transactions in the same way as for the Inc ledger. This improvement will also help ensure the 901 records are more accurate, since previously any other sundry debits and credits that existed would but have also been included in the total under the Working Family Tax Credits column in the 901. For the Working Family Tax Credits themselves, the rates and calculations for the 2019 Family Tax Credit have changed. The worksheet has been updated to allow for the change in calculation method as well as the rates applicable from the 1st of July 2018, and to also include the correct calculations for the new Best Start calculations. This is accessed from the Working Family Tax Credit key point in Tax Manager. Children born prior to the 1st of July 2018 have entitlement calculated on the previous rates up to the 30th of June 2018, and then the new rates using Best Start from the 1st of July. These are prorated and worked out on the number of days available. Ledger Balances changes. We have enhanced the Ledger Balances functionality by adding a to-date option in the selector. This enables administrators to extend the display out to a future instalment due date, allowing a future instalment's due amount to be included in the calculated balance. This is useful, for example, to send a reminder of an upcoming due amount to the client. The to date will default to today's date until edited. After that, it will retain the date you have set. When it is changed, the entire grid is refreshed to show the latest calculations up to that date. One other small change that has been made is that when editing and then saving email templates for ledger balances from the Reminder Settings window, the default save location is now set, so that by default it is the same as the path you have specified in the template folder location. This will make it easier to ensure the edited template is saved to the correct location. And finally, a small sneak preview of the new GST web page. We will be gradually creating web versions of all of our tax forms, as and when this is available via IRD for lodgement. First off the rank is GST. You will be able to create and lodge GST returns with IRD entirely from a web form, although the GST console in the desktop app is also still available. Web versions of the form can also be launched directly from the console, using this new page to access the web forms. And there's the new GST web form. So you can see here we've got all the usual key points in a nice, easy to use web format. The new GST webpage preparation and filing is covered in more detail in a separate video available with this release. And that concludes the August 2019 tax release update. Thank you for watching.